The scandal surrounding a Columbus police officer's firefighter's sexual relationship with a teenager is growing tonight. 10 TV uncovers new information and new allegations of sex and lies inside the Columbus Fire Department. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Jerry Revish.
And I'm Kristen Hartman. 10 TV has been following this story since early summer. We warn you, some of the details are for a mature audience. 10 TV's Glenn McIntyre tells us the investigation has concluded, but the fallout is still spreading. Right, Glenn?
That's right, Kristen. This behind me is the Columbus Division of Fire Training Academy and Administration Office. It's where the outcome of this investigation is being decided. It's also one of 3 locations a now 20-year-old woman says she had sex with a firefighter while he was on the job. Because the firefighter at the center of this storm has not been charged, 10 TV is not identifying him. Just last month, he was honored for heroism in helping save the lives of trapped construction workers. Tonight, he finds himself trapped in a spiral of sex and lies that threatens to derail his career. As 10 TV has previously reported, a now 20-year-old woman says the 48-year-old married firefighter conducted an affair with her inside Station 17 on the hilltop. The woman, a friend of the firefighter's daughter, claims it began in September 2011 when she was 18 and continued until this April. She even says she was given the access code to Station 17 so she could sneak in and out, a violation of division policy. The firefighter admits to the affair, but denies it happened on the job or on any city property. According to public records obtained by 10 TV, the woman says the sex wasn't limited to Station 17. She says it also happened inside Station 11 in Northwest Columbus and at the Fire Division Training Academy in South Columbus. In new interviews, the firefighter initially denies the allegation, but gradually changes his story. Asked, "Did you have sex in your vehicle in the parking lot at the Parsons Avenue Training Complex?" He responds, "I did not have sexual intercourse at the training academy." Asked, "Did you have oral sex?" He answers, "I don't recall." The investigator asks, "So it's possible that you had oral sex in the parking lot?" The firefighter responds, "It's possible." He also admits to texting the woman a photo of his genitals while on duty June 18th, after the investigation was already underway and he'd been ordered to have no contact with her. Asked why he was engaged in such behavior on duty, he answers, "I have no idea. It was just stupidity, the rush of it or something." And 2 of his fellow firefighters say despite his denials, he admitted to them the sex happened on the job. Asked, "What did he tell you?" One firefighter responds that he had sex with her. At the fire station, the firefighter responds, "At the fire station." A second firefighter tells the same story. "He did tell you he had sex in the firehouse?" The firefighter replies, "Sure." Confronted with those statements, the accused firefighter calls his colleagues mistaken. One battalion chief says if true, the behavior is unethical, unacceptable, immoral, inexcusable. Now, the results of this investigation are still being reviewed before it's decided what action, if any, will be taken. The accused firefighter remains on the job, although he was transferred to a different fire station after the woman's father threatened his life. Now, as we have already reported, at least one battalion chief had direct knowledge of this relationship, but admits he did nothing with that information. I'm told it is possible that other fire division personnel could face discipline for such failure to report or act. Reporting live in South Columbus, Glenn McIntyre, 10 TV News.
Glenn, what about the young woman involved? Is she saying anything at this time?
Not at this time, Kristen. She and her family have asked for privacy, but her attorney did give us a statement today. He says throughout this process, she has told the truth and told the complete truth. She was friends with this man's daughter from the ages of 15 through 17. After she turned 18, he took her virginity at Firehouse 17. We believe his actions are outrageous and an insult to the firefighters of this community. Back to you.
Glenn, thank you.
Our news partners at the Columbus Dispatch have also been following this case closely. This weekend, they're taking a look at how it could indicate a bigger problem. Reporter Lucas Sullivan says it's a wake-up call for the Columbus Fire Department.
It appears, according to investigators, that he violated numerous policies and was allowed to violate those policies because of many reasons. A couple of them being that his supervisors weren't communicating with each other, or they weren't having him or his mistress file paperwork that people are supposed to sign when they want to do things like ride along in emergency vehicles.
You can read much more on this story in Sunday's Dispatch.